tonight and won't be in this ball game. He's on an injured list. Ron Anderson hasn't been giving them some good minutes at forward. You see him listed opposite Scott Wedman there.
Well, Richardson in the backcourt gives him some needed experience and some real fine defense. And I think Williams and Tisdale will really do some yeoman work on the boards.
All right, let's see how it comes down. Williams is going to jump center against Parrish. We are underway. Anderson tracks it down and lays it in quickly. 2-0. Pacers off the mark. Indiana's going to show a little pressure here with Cliff Richardson, the veteran out of Seattle University, and the Philadelphia 76ers for many years has got DJ. Tisdale's got Bird. That might be an interesting matchup as the night goes on. Ainge popping out. Can't hit his first shot of the night, out of bounds. It's going to be, let's see. Okay, Jess, there you go. Said White and pointed the wrong way.
Well, Jess, this is Hartford.
Celtics maintain control. Parrish now looking to post up on Williams. Up and going down here early for the Celtics. Up quickly, Williams on a wing. And knocks one home off the glass.
Oh, that's a pretty good shot for a center. A pull-up jumper on a fast break.
Off the glass, no less.
Yes, yes.
DJ takes Richardson in. Basket doesn't go, but Dennis will be at the line. Richardson picks up the first foul.
I think people feel that if they can be physical with Dennis Johnson while he brings the ball up the court, you'll take his legs away from him. Here's Richardson, kind of gives ground, allows him to get to the middle, but he was fouled on the shot. So Dennis looking at Richardson saying, hey, you're going to play me tough? I'm going to make it tough for you.
DJ, good free throw shooter, missing that first.
Well, Dennis was pretty impressive on the extensive road trip.
Yep. He's having his best year as a Celtic, at least in terms of scoring and field goal percentage. Pacers the early 4-1 lead here. Just underway, first quarter if you just checked in, and that's Vern Fleming going coast to coast.
He can penetrate, and he really has to learn just a little bit of judgment. He's going to be a fine player, Vern Fleming.
DJ directing the traffic outside. Bird now pops out. Puts a little fake on Tisdale. Johnson, good hands from behind by Fleming. DJ got it back, though. Parrish to follow. That's going to be a goaltender.
Strong move by Dennis Johnson, taking it to the hoop, and Williams came over to help out. Parrish right there for that rebound. Offensive tip.
Anderson looking inside. Tisdale powers one up, and he's going to pick up a foul. Either Parrish or Bird. They're going to give it to Larry.
Bird got caught behind Tisdale, and Tisdale can put it on the floor and take it up strong. You know, I think one of the things that he has to learn, I don't think he's as tall as everybody thought he was, Wayman Tisdale.
I agree with you, Don.
You know, everybody thought the idea was 6'10", and I don't even think he's 6'8", but here's the foul, or the move by the other end. Yeah. And there's Parrish coming in from the side as Williams let him get to the offensive glass.
7-3 Pacers. Bird got his first two.
Well, Tisdale is guarding Bird. That's going to be a tough matchup for the rookie.
I'm looking at Bird and Tisdale out there now after you bring out that point. Larry powers off, doesn't he?
Oh, what a play by Bird. Faked at the man and played him for the pass all the way.
Wedman touch pass to DJ. Long with the jumper. Here comes Richardson. Fleming in the middle. Takes it himself for two.
Well, they just let him glide in there. They try to slow him down, hoping that somebody could get back to help, but nobody was there.
Bird can't hit for three. Long rebound to Tisdale. Up to Fleming. Wedman and Bird are back. Fleming goes coast to coast again. Danny, the lead pass. Bounces it to the Chief, and the foul is going to go on Tisdale. He's really caught back there with nothing to do.
Bird gets kind of attacked underneath there, but knows Ainge is out there in front. Tisdale's got a 2-on-1 he's got to handle and doesn't quite get at Robert Parrish. Had a piece of the ball, but a piece of Robert's green elbow pad, too.
Chief now at 3 points on the night. Celtics back to within 3. 2 of 8 shooting for the Celtics here early. 4 out of 5 for the Pacers. Here comes Fleming. Ames playing full court defense, particularly tight, just making Fleming take some time off the clock as he brings it up. Richardson outside. And Tisdale just picked up his second foul over the back of Bird. George Irvine didn't like that call.
Look at Bird block Tisdale off, and it creates enough room to be able to take the ball off in front of his face. That's called proper blocking out.
Fleming out on Ames. Scott pops free. Got it.
There, Robert Parrish laid a pick and a half on Anderson.
Richardson looking inside. Now Williams takes off in the other direction, and Ames is going to be called on the reach-in. No break from Bernie on that call.
No break from Bernie on that call. You just said it. I was thinking it. He said, "No, I'm not going to say that."
Tisdale trying to post up again. Nice move. 3 points for Wayman Tisdale. 2-point Pacer lead. Fairly up-tempo game. 11-9 with 8:20 still to play here in the first quarter. And the Celtics are going to use their 22nd timeout. A good chance to remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Boston Celtics and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Celtics and Sports Channel is prohibited. Announcers on this broadcast are selected by Sports Channel, and they are approved by the Boston Celtics. As we look at George Irvine, a man on something of a spot there. This franchise has had a lot of heat of late over the last couple of months when Quinn Buckner was let go. I know Bobby Knight tore into him, and Bobby's kind of a semi-deity out there in the state of Indiana.
Well, that was one of his boys, of course, but you have to do what you have to do. The guy that surprised me that wasn't in favor of the move either was Wayne Embry, who I consider to be a very, very astute basketball official.
Larry Bird is hit on the way through, and if it's Tisdale, that is number 3, and yes, it is. Wayman Tisdale, much to the dismay of the Indiana bench, has his 3rd foul in 4 minutes.
Here it comes out to Bird, and he attacks Bird, and he reaches in, and Tisdale right now will be replaced
by Bill Garnett.
Tisdale, kind of anxious, gets caught with those rookie mistakes. Those are the things that are cutting down on his playing time and can be exploited by the opposition.
Ames lost Fleming on the baseline, but can't hit. Harris tries to keep it alive. Garnett tracks it down. Here comes Richards. Anderson pushes off, got away with it. Won't get the layup, though, and Bird is there. Up ahead, Wedman. Scotty.
That's what makes Scott Wedman so effective. On the fast break, he doesn't have to finish it off. All he has to do is pull up and shoot over somebody, and most of the defenses retreat right into the paint.
DJ saw that one coming. Nice acrobatic move on the sidelines. Good pass to Ames. Wedman's the trailer. And Danny's going to set something up here. DJ over the other side was yelling, "Drive on him, Danny. Drive on him."
Got to drive on those big guys.
Anderson the pull-up. I mean, a serious tap by Garnett. Larry looking for the continuation he won't get.
Bird tried to sneak one in there. I tell you, get it to Bird. And he gets fouled, and as soon as he hears the whistle, he shoots it. That was a little bit late, Larry.
A little late, yeah.
They're in foul trouble.
Yeah, serious foul trouble.
Made the hoop, though, off the glass.
Yeah, he did. Jim Paxson of the Portland Trailblazers now first in free throw shooting in the NBA. Larry second. Oops there. Boston might now on a 7-2 run and have a 1-point lead. Here comes Williams down the lane. He has been quiet so far. Bird picked his pocket. He picked Fleming's too. Richardson.
He has become very adept at hitting that outside shot from a standstill position, Richardson. You almost have to stay with him. It's like giving him 2 points. He's like to Indiana what Seasting has become to the Celtics.
Bird, good up fake on Garnett. Doesn't go. It's kind of half hook, and Anderson's got it. Good movement to find Anderson in the corner. Clint Richardson had a great playoff season the year that Philly won it.
Oh, he was all over Magic Johnson.
Offensive fouls going against the Pacers, and the Celtics are going to take a timeout here. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the first. Indiana is up by 1. 13-12. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Hartford, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn, and we've got 6:11 to play here in the first. Indiana up by 1. There you see the 55% shooting of the Indiana Pacers so far in this ball game as we get a close-up look there of Herb Williams. Larry Bird making his way back out. Jerry Seasting making his first appearance of the night for the Celtics. Danny Ainge is going to sit down. Danny Ainge, of course, who is battling the flu, did start tonight's game.
Had some outside shooting problems here in this first quarter.
A clear out for Parrish. He spins on Williams. It's not going down here for the Chief road. Williams will try. He hits it off the glass.
He must have that spot in practice.
Yes, he does. It's a line drive off the glass, too.
He's been able to score inside and outside, Herb Williams.
Seasting goes to the corner. That's an up and down, I believe, as we used to call it. Travel, I think, is what the official word for it is. It's a good up fake by Jerry, but he left his feet doing it. Bill Walton up now off the Boston bench. That's the rumble you hear in the Hartford crowd. Loop it low. Williams got position and picked up a foul. And Bill Walton trots into the game. Scott Woodman's going to sit down, so Boston will have a big front line of Parrish, Walton, and Bird. And that'll bring Steve Stepanovich up off the Indiana Pacer bench. Bill Garnett is going to sit down as Stepanovich checks in, so Stepanovich, Williams, and Anderson are going to look to counter that Boston front line. Fleming has it stolen by Bird. Fleming coming from behind. Bird saw him. Doesn't go. Seasting kept it alive, and DJ's got it again. Good fake by Seasting there. Looked for Walton on the cut. And eventually here, he picked up a foul. Anderson's got it.
I was very surprised, Mike, that Bird didn't get a foul on that drive, that fast break. Well, Stepanovich got him from one side, and who was the other guy?
It was Fleming coming from behind. Yeah. All right, Jerry Seasting, though, will end up at the line as Indiana has long since over the limit. Seasting has missed only 2 free throws this year as a Celtic. Here comes Brian Warwick into the game, who has been getting a lot of minutes of late for this club. Clint Richardson sits down. Glad that one in after what I said. 2 points for Jerry Seasting. Indiana by 1. Anderson looking inside. Stepanovich faces up on Walt. Bird, another rebound.
Boy, is he doing a job on the boards.
Bullet pass. Walton for 2. Oh, what a beautiful pass by Bird.
Did you see the one on the trip that he passed right between somebody's legs?
Yeah. Oh. He shows off a little bit on those trip plays. Having the miss outside. DJ skips it over to Seasting. Rebound Anderson. Celtics by 1 here. 3:50 left to play in the first. Trying to find the handle. Fleming looking, finding Stefanovic inside. Bird was trying to come from the blind side. Accidental offense there gets Anderson too.
Stefanovic really has not truly developed an inside game that would be most helpful for this ball club if he had a fine outside shooter, smart player, but very little from the inside.
Walton to DJ, out to Bird. Larry the runner.
Still at it. Wow.
5 points for Larry Bird here in the early going. And Dick Vitale, I think, in the first row. And Indiana's going to call timeout. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left to play here in the first. The Celtic lead is 1, 18-17. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Hartford, everybody. A place you can see the Celtics don't lose too often in. It's up by 1 here in the early latter part now, the first quarter.
Celtic guards not hitting too well from the outside here. 0 for 7.
Bird cutting through. Got it.
Oh, did he put a move on Williams? He had Williams thinking he was going to shoot the left hook and then slipped it by him underneath.
7 points for Larry here in the first quarter. Warwick nearly lost it trying to pass it inside. Misses the outside jumper. Boston looking for a 5-point lead. Parrish in a lot of traffic and he hits.
Nice turnaround move that time and a good pass by Bird to allow Parrish to handle it.
Celtics off on another little run here. 10-2, the latest streak. 2 minutes now to play here in the first quarter. Williams. Parrish got a piece of that. Walton a rebound, and here comes DJ.
A little slow, fast break.
Stefanovic picking off that pass. Off to Fleming. 3-on-1 break. Anderson for 2.
An awfully poor pass by Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson's out of bounds.
Walton looking for a cutter. Skips it in the corner instead to Bird. Over the head to Parrish. Robert powers it up. Walton, the tap won't go. We've got a foul, though. I think it's going to go against Williams, maybe. Stefanovic picked up the foul. Let's see if we can see it.
We're going to see the double team. Williams jumps out with Anderson, and Bird says Parrish has got to be open. Stefanovic made a heck of a move to get in there to cut off Parrish from what would have been ordinarily an easy basket. But Stefanovic ends up with the foul.
Rick Carlisle in and Dennis Johnson out. DJ top of the screen there at the bench. Robert Parrish with 6 points in the ball game. Look at Rick Carlisle.
The Celtics are probably suffering from a little bit of jet lag here, I think. The only one that's got his head in the game so far is Larry Bird.
No surprise. I don't think I've ever seen a game where his head wasn't.
Nothing, Birdie, nothing. Nothing.
Moore looping it in. Williams. Nice move. Doesn't get out for him, but he'll be at the line.
He's going to be a pretty nifty player inside. He wards off Parrish, and look at this move. He lifts 3 of the Celtics and then just swoops by and really had almost a basket out of it. Awfully difficult move. Normally, Casey Jones has been taking Bird out as the first guy off the court so that he can come in with the second unit of Seasting and Carlisle in the backcourt. Bird has been out there the whole quarter so far.
Yeah. Celtics running it down here a bit. Still 47 seconds to play in the quarter. Bird pops out. He and Walton are isolated on one side. Lowry will fire. And it's going to be Pacer ball. 39 seconds to play here first quarter. Pacers can tie this trip. Started out quick, but now it's a fairly low-scoring game. Shooting percentages are not that great, especially for Boston. Garnett got two.
A lot of people like to go at Larry Bird down there in that low post. Probably the only weakness in his game is he gets caught every once in a while behind. He tries to outfake the guy, outthink him underneath the basket, but he gets burned every once in a while low post.
Bird works on Garnett, lifts a few Pacers and lays it in.
Oh. How do you do? Left hand. Say bye-bye, three of you.
9 first quarter points for Larry Bird, and Bill Walton picked up a foul there he didn't want with 3 seconds to go in the quarter. And Brian Warwick is going to be at the line, a chance to tie this up, and then the Celtics will have 3 seconds to see what they can do.
One putt for two.
Two for Walker, quickly knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain Boston ball. A second goes off the clock. Now Carlisle will inbound at three-quarter court. Now Bird will do it.
3 seconds, I got the top.
Riley's looking for somebody to come and help. It's Carlisle. Rick fires short. That'll do it. We have played a quarter here at the Hartford Civic Center, and nothing's been decided. 25 apiece. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. There's a quick look at the stats. 50% shooting for the Pacers, and that's got them in this ball game at 25 apiece. Boston just 39%. Seasting and Wedman out there with Kite, Carlisle, and Walton for the Celtics. Seasting can't hit from the corner. Garnett clears. Gets it up too far on the break. Brian Warwick got there. No, he didn't. Now Garnett is going to sit down, and Ron Anderson comes back in. He joins Stepanovic, Williams, Warwick, and Fleming on the floor. Fleming is going to cover Carlisle. Stepanovic is on Bill Walton. Here comes Wedman around it. Walton screen.
Good double pick that time. A little split action. Wedman, when he gets going, boy, tough to turn him off. The toughest part about Wedman's job, you know, with this ball club right now is he's drawing guys that are taking him in the low post.
Walton on rebound, gets it up to Carlisle. Rick directing a little traffic, waves Wedman through. Walton coming out for a good pass underneath, but it's picked off. Anderson kicks it back out to Warwick. Stepanovic hits outside.
That's his game, Steve Stepanovic. 18 feet, a jumper, it's golden.
But do you want your 7-footer taking 18-foot jumpers? Walton missing the stuff as Williams commits the foul. Thought Herb Williams did get a piece. Didn't hear the whistle by Bernie Fryer. Do you want your 7-footer taking those jumpers? I mean, I agree it's his game.
There's the replay. Nice pass into Walton, and it's fouled on the shot. But if you've got a guy like Stepanovic, he's a very, very smart player and a good passer. It's not so bad to have him out there, but you sure would rather have a 7-footer to be able to score inside, use his body, get the basket, and perhaps an inside foul against one of the opponent's big men. And Stepanovic has not been able to provide that part of the game for the Pacers since he arrived. But oddly enough, the other guy that they coveted in the draft hasn't been able to do that either for the Rockets, Ralph Sampson.
Walton with 2, 4 points. Bill shooting free throws as well as he has shot them since the 77-78 season. He's doing a lot of things well for this club. Stepanovic, Walton was there, and let's see who just Kersey's got the foul on. Called it from outside. Got it on Bill Walton. Or he's got it on Greg Kite, excuse me.
That was a pretty strong move by Stepanovic. There's Kite. Who'd they call it on?
I gave it a Kite.
Like that other one with 5 minus the 0 was the guy that got him, so Walton got away with one.
Tonight, Stepanovic will be at the line. Had 10 assists earlier this year in the game against the Celtics. Here's a look at Greg Kite.
Kite played pretty well on this important last road trip.
Got himself a starting assignment there in the game. Or 2.
Well, out of necessity, of course, but he responded to the challenge. Did a nice job.
Wedman double teamed, and he finds Seasting open. Now Scott's free. Just Kersey beating his head there, Tom.
Well, he said that Vern Fleming hit Scott Wedman in the face, and he was absolutely right. I thought he was going to get away with that. A lot of times the official will not watch what happens after the ball leaves the shooter's hand. But that time Kersey did.
Well, Scott Wedman, you see, shooting 62% from the line, which is the lowest percentage of his career. Really had trouble finding the range. Free throw strike this season. Boston's lead is 2. Celtics still not shooting the ball that well. There's Stansbury in the lineup for the first time. This kid can be spectacular.
I wonder why he's been out of the starting lineup, because they thought he was going to be a real fine. And I guess they went with stability with Clint Richardson and bring Stansbury along a little slower.
Stability hasn't got him a whole heck of a lot, though. It's the second worst record in the league. Garnett, an up fake, and goes powerful to the hoop.
Garnett's a very interesting player. He kind of can get things done. You give him a little ground, you know, he can shoot the outside shot a little bit and pretty mobile putting it on the floor.
And a #1 pick of Dallas.
Yeah, no, bang on the boards with the best of them.
Seasting double pump. Won't go. Walton tries to keep it alive, and they're going to call Bill over the back. Bill thought he was there clean, and he might have been. Let's take a look.
As all those blue jerseys around Seasting, there's Walton inside. That's a bad call. That was a bad call.
Boston's guards are 0 for 10, Tom. It's an understatement when you said the ball wasn't going down for him. Stepanovic got the roll.
Well, that's a pretty interesting move. Inside shot by Stepanovic, and a fine one at that.
He has all 6 of his points here in the second quarter, and the Pacers have got the lead back again. Bird is back on the floor along with Dennis Johnson. Dennis is about to come in. Walt, nice move. Nice shot by Bill. I don't want to call that a finger roll. It was a little wrist shot there on the power move to the basket. 32 apiece.
Passing game, passing game. Open up, Bill.
Garnett. Bird didn't go for the face. Garnett hits off the glass.
Larry Bird has trouble with guys in that low post, mainly because he doesn't have the leaping ability, and they can shoot over him.
Scott Wedman can't hit outside. Stansbury the rebound. On quickly to Warwick. Garnett going through, and the reach-in foul is going to go on Carlisle, I believe.
Well, the Pacers are putting a lot of fast break basketball and offensive pressure on the Celtic defense. And the Celtic defense is not talking properly. Picking up the right men, leaving guys open. That time the trailer, and I'll tell you one thing, George Reinhardt spoke to me early in the season about using the trailers, and this team very alert to using the 4th man up the floor.
Clint Richardson, as you can see, back into the ball game. Garnett will be at the line when we get through all the substitution. Sam Vincent's going to make an early appearance here with 8:08 to play in the second. Indiana by 2, and Garnett can stretch it to 4. There you see his numbers.
Sam Vincent did not play an awful lot of basketball on that trip. But I think he could be a key player for the Celtics down the stretch. But it's tough to play Sam Vincent and Seaston in the backcourt at the same time because neither one of them are exceptionally tall. Awfully small backcourt.
Sam is out there now with Dennis Johnson, so let's see what he can do as the point guard.
They need something to happen. A little penetration, perhaps. Casey giving them a shot at it.
Bird wants it. Short with the jumper. Rebound pulled down by Ward. He's off and running. He's got Richardson, Stepanovic with him. Stepanovic for two.
Looking for the trailer. That's the 4th time I've seen them use the trailer play. The Celtics forwards getting beaten.
Timeout.
Was a convincing dunk from Steve Stepanovic there. 7:36 left to play in the first half. And Indiana has got themselves a 5-point lead, 37-32. They're on a 9-2 run right now. We'll be right back. Don't forget, you can follow the Celtics all year long here on Sports Channel. Tom and I will bring you all the live action on Wednesday night, February 26th, as the Celtics tip off against the San Antonio Spurs. I want to see this kid Alvin Robertson play. Heard a lot about him.
He is a hustling type of basketball player. You'll love him.
Catch all the excitement from the Garden, beginning with our Celtic pregame show at 7:15 exclusively here on Sports Channel. All right, Parrish is back on the floor, along with Wedman, Bird, DJ, and Sam Vincent, Clint Richardson, Anderson, Garnett, Warwick, and Williams out there for the Pacers. DJ wants it. Hey, all right. Dennis hits a jumper from the outside. It's the first basket in 11 attempts by Celtic guards tonight.
Sam is playing some tough defense here. He's banging this poor guy, Warwick.
Right spot, right time for Anderson there. Williams. He was just drilling these things from the outside. He couldn't play the glass from that angle. So 8 points, and they're off from the outside. Herb showing us the variety of his game, right?
Okay, he can score.
Bird got Garnett moving, and then Parrish the loose ball.
I think Parrish is the guy to really get things going for the Celtics a little bit. They get him into the game and let him take it to the hoop a little bit. I don't think Williams is going to foul him.
Warwick will try outside. Bird another rebound. Up ahead trying to lead Vincent. Sam's there. And a goaltend is called. And I'm not sure that was the greatest call in the world.
I think Sam got a break that time. That was a heck of a play by, I believe, Richardson or Warwick. And the ball just about left his hand, and it never did touch the glass. That's why I think Kersey called it. He thought he had hit the glass.
Garnett penetrating. Now they're swinging around. Warwick to the hole for two. Good quick move. 4 points for Brian Warwick, and it's a 3-point Pacer lead. They continue to cling to it. Bird is double teamed. Finds Wedman. What a pass that was. And the basket's going to count. What a dandy pass by Bird.
And there is another goaltending call. And watch this pass. And boy, a look off. And I don't think that was goaltending. The ball was well off. Wow. 2 breaks for the Celtics right now on goaltending calls.
Save that pass, though, guys. That might be the play of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Warwick gets outside. 6 points for Warwick. 3 up, Pacers.
Celtics got to dig in with a little defense here.
Nice move by Sam. Won't go down, but Parrish is there for the follow, and Robertson double figures with 11.
I think that Sam will be able to penetrate against this team, and as soon as he does, on the misses, Parrish will be able to storm in there for the offensive rebound tip-in, perhaps.
Garnett is free. Parrish a block. And a traveling violation on Herb Williams as Robert made him think twice about it. Excellent defense by the Chief underneath. Take a look.
What a great block that this is. Garnett, little move, and there is the Chief just waiting. Garnett comes away with it, but what a play by Parrish.
Wedman free again as he is losing Anderson on a regular basis. now has 11. He and Parrish tied for the team lead. Boston up by 1, and Indiana wants a timeout. George Irvine not too nuts about what's happening here. 4:29 left to play first half. Boston by 1.
We're going to see those two goaltending calls. And here's Sam hustling on Bird's layout pass. And from this angle, it just about got up there. That was a good, clean block. Here's the second goaltend. And Bird makes a super pass. And Wedman, and nobody touched the ball. And the ball was off the rim and underneath the basket when the rebound was taken. So I think George Irvine has a little justice coming his way.
Well, he got himself a technical foul there right off the timeout.
As they say, there is no justice.
Bird sank the tee, so it's 45-43. Celtics by a hoop here. 4:24 to play. Stepanovic turned around, and there were people there. Oh, went off Wedman. I'm not sure where Stepanovic wanted to go. He had great position and turned and came into a crowd.
Well, the Pacers using their twin towers. Stepanovic, Bird will have to guard him. That's a real mismatch in favor of the Pacers. Is he going to play low post against Bird?
And now the Celtics are going to take a timeout here with 4:11 left to play. Casey Jones initially said he wanted it, then waved it off, but the official didn't see it, and so they're going to talk things over there on the sidelines. Right now, Robert Parrish has got 11, Scott Wedman's got 11, and Bird has got 10, so those three have 32 of Boston's 45 points. On the other side, the Pacers have really spread it around. 6 for Anderson, 7 for Garnett, 8 for Williams, 8 for Stepanovic, and 6 for Warwick.
Well, Celtics really got burned an awful lot on the fast break, particularly the use of the trailer. The forwards of the Celtics are getting beat up the court, and sometimes the centers. So
you see those fast break points in terms of the high percentage.
Sure.
The Pacers are shooting 8 of 11.
Easy hoops coming storming through the middle there. And Celtics really not playing good defense on the set offense either. But the Pacers trying to exploit Bird, believe it or not, most of this half by getting it to his man in the low post. And so he's playing an awful lot of defense so far in this half.
And don't forget, everybody, you can follow all the excitement live from the Hartford Civic Center. It's the same building we're in right now when the Hartford Whalers face off against the Quebec Nordiques. Join Don Blackburn and Rick Peckham for exclusive action on Saturday, March 8th at 7:15, beginning with our pregame show. That's Saturday, March 8th, 7:15, the Quebec Nordiques against the Hartford Whalers. The ice was down this afternoon on this very building. They played a hockey game in here, Tom, while you were down in Philly doing the Sixers and Lakers.
Well, that was a game.
Yeah, it was. I watched that at home. I watched that. OT. Did you cringe a little bit when it went to overtime, saying to yourself, I'm supposed to be in Hartford in about 3.5 hours here?
I didn't think I'd have any trouble getting here. Drove up, but big traffic jam down around George Washington Bridge.
Brian Ward, quick release for 2.
There's a kid that can stick it, and much more stable player than Stansbury. I can see why he's playing.
Warwick also played down there in the Philadelphia area, played for St. Joe's. Bird just keeps going on the baseline, doesn't get the overhead layup. Vincent, the near steal. Warwick gets around Bird. Richardson for 2.
There's that fast break again. Richardson knows how to handle the ball in the middle of a fast break.
Bird for 3. No. Anderson, nice job of boxing Wedman off the boards. Warwick, the quick pull-up. I think Brian feels it. He's got himself 10. 4 for 5 shooting for Warwick here in the second. And Stepanovic came back nicely on the defense. And a jump ball is called. Nice play by Stepanovic.
Gets in nicely to Parrish. He puts a move on him, rolls, and Stepanovic adjusts and comes from behind. I don't think that was a jump ball either. I think that was a block shot. He could have picked it up.
Harris controls the tap. DJ out of the cluster of folks with it. Ames, nice move. Danny with his first 2 of the night. Celts down by a deuce. 2:50 to play here first half.
Pick, sky switch.
See DJ matched up with Warwick, and Dennis gets the reaching in foul.
Celtics foul is number 3. Dennis Johnson, his first personal foul. Penalty situation.
Brian Warwick is going to be at the free throw line.
2.
So Casey made the adjustment bringing Ainge back in for the last couple of minutes of this half because Warwick was just sighting the basket over Vincent, had a height advantage, had Sam backing up, and then just put it nicely over the top of him.
Brian's high this year has been 14 points in a game. He's got 12 here, 10 in the second quarter. Indiana by 4. Loose ball. Fleming goes right to the bucket. Won't go down. Harris gets it up quickly to Ames. Further ahead to DJ. Skipping his way in there along the baseline. Richardson came out to get him. They loop it to Parrish, too. Nice play by Dennis Johnson. He saw Herb Williams coming on the double. 13 for Robert Parrish. He's the high scorer for the Celtics here so far.
Look at Stefanovic and Bird fighting for that position down that low post.
Stefanovic puts his shoulder down, doesn't go. Bird off quickly to Wedman.
I understand why a right-handed player takes it to the middle with his left hand.
Bounce pass to Larry. Back to Danny for 2. What a feed again by Bird.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Another one I think we want to save. 51 apiece, 135 to play here first half. Harris the block down low, but he got Williams with the body, and he'll be at the line.
I'll tell you that Herb Williams has certainly come of age. Last year he played very effectively, but he is not making any extraneous moves this year. Everything is done with a purpose. As soon as he's got you out of position, you're going to pay for it.
That's point number 1,000 for Herb on the season. The first pacer in double figures. It's a backcourt violation. That's what it was. Just Kersey, very dramatic in calling that one.
Yeah, he
ran the length of the floor to make sure George got the call, I guess, huh? Understood what was going on.
Here we go.
Celtics can tie here with 1:27 to play in the half.
throw the ball in the backcourt and you take it out in your end. Or you can do it, but you'll lose possession of the ball.
Harris the rebound to the Bird, miss, stripped by Williams, who comes out of the pack with it himself. Good look to find Fleming. Basket doesn't go. Nice play by Herb Williams, though. Up ahead, Parrish. Chief, a good job to track it down. Danny will try. Bird the rebound, tips it to DJ. On the cut to Ainge, and he's fouled by Warwick. Celtics continue to look for the open man.
Well, sure, lots of good looking, that like finding the open man. There's DJ and Danny streaking for the hoop and collided with by Warwick. But they made some good passes that time. Didn't score, but had their heads up.
Indiana will get the ball at least once more. Celtics should get it back too. Bird quick fire for two. A dozen now for Larry. Tied at 53. Boston will get one more possession. About 35 seconds to play here in the half. Richardson, Wedman, nice job. Shot him off, and it's picked off underneath.
Well, that's where he gets you. He never lets you feel him, Larry Bird. And you better know where he is, because he's going to step around you and perhaps steal the ball.
Celtics looking for the final shot now, the half here, and they can get it. Just about a second difference between the two clocks. Boston's got 8. And Bernie Fry umpire's got a whistle off the ball. I believe it's on Herb Williams, who might have had Bird wrapped up. So it's 7 seconds to play in the half. Larry Bird is going to be at the line. Really didn't see what was going on unless Herb just kind of had a little vice lock on Larry, so he wasn't going to go anywhere.
Well, they got Richardson playing Wedman, so that means Williams got to play Bird. That's a tough defensive assignment for Williams. Fighting through picks, pop-outs, don't go for the fakes on the outside.
Terrence Stansbury is coming in for these final 7 seconds. Any fan of St. John's will be able to tell you that Stansbury can hit long shots. Williams spinning away at half court. Stansbury let Bird go by, almost hit that one from the corner. We have played a half here at the Hartford Civic Center, and the Celtics are going to head for the dressing room with a 2-point lead. 55-53 Boston. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. You see Larry Bird getting ready here for second half action. He will inbound the basketball. The Celtics are going to send out the starting five that has been playing of late. Did I say the Garden? I did. Thanks, Jim Edmonds. We're in Hartford, aren't we? Bird is out there with Ames, DJ, Parrish, and Wedman. Tisdale back in the ball game. Got those 3 quick fouls and sat down. He is covering Bird again to begin the second half. Clint Richardson is out there on Dennis Johnson. DJ's pull up for 2.
Nice pick that time by Robert Parrish. Caught Richardson off stride. Allowed DJ to get that hoop.
Boston's lead up to 4. Anderson has been a scorer for this team. Tisdale hits that turnaround.
He is a quick shooter. And Larry Bird is going to have his hands full if he starts popping away at him.
They watched Richardson go down. Bird waited for the contact, didn't get a foul. It's off to Richardson. Bird unhappy with Jess Kersey on the way up the floor. Tisdale again, in and out.
Well, they're getting 4 men up very, very fast, the Pacers. They should have converted that time.
And there is foul number 4 on Wayman Tisdale.
You know, you got a guy like this guy, he's going to have all kinds of troubles with Larry Bird on the outside. He's not quite down low enough so that he can't react to the move of Bird. I mean, Bird can hit the outside shot. Like that. You got to go out and get him, but you got to keep your knees bent and expect Bird, if you get up tight on him, that he's going to go around you, particularly a guy who feels that he can out quick.
Larry, the leading scorer in the game with 16. Williams wants it. Parrish the block. Bird the steal. It's at least a 3rd steal for Larry on the night. Larry for 3. Williams. Yes, Tisdale. That's his move.
Turn around, jumper with the left hand. Bird was right on that shooting hand, but down around the elbow. That's how high Tisdale can jump.
Ron Anderson's going to take a shot at Larry Bird now, and Tisdale is over on Wedman. DJ wants it. Loose ball. Ames, quick hands to come in and pick it off. And he wanted it right back, and the foul is going to go on Fleming.
DJ a little bit upset that he didn't get it to him quicker, because Danny had faked his man out. Look at that. A little give and go and a little bit too late. If it had gotten to him like a pat pass, he would have been in for a layup.
Bird again.
Well, Larry's not exactly having a stellar shooting night tonight, I'll tell you. 5 for 15 in the first half.
Fleming lost it on the way through, but Indiana will keep it with 9:13 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Boston's lead just 2, 59-57. This game is played close since the very beginning. Richardson can't hit outside. Ames has got a rebound up quickly to Bird, and he couldn't handle a long pass.
Fleming with that speed really made Bird take his eye off the ball.
He said to Danny it was my fault as he ran by. Anderson was looking for the ball, but Wedman was right with him as he came through the middle. Pacers better do something in a hurry here. Anderson fires, front rims it as the shot clock goes off, and Parrish is there. It was a rather disorganized trip by the Pacers team.
The play pattern broke down.
Yeah, that's nice.
The wheels came off the wagon in that one.
Parrish's turnaround.
That's the guy I'd be trying to get it to because Williams can't guard him.
Here's Herb looking for that shot of his. Gets it back. Back up again. No. Tries again with a tap. No. Tough rebound underneath. Couple of fakes and a tackling violation is called on Ron Anderson.
Williams and Anderson were battling each other for that rebound. That's why Anderson got caught way underneath and ready to walk.
Tisdale on Whitman. That's an interesting matchup. Parrish spins off Williams. Would have got it, but he'll be at the line.
You know, since McHale has been out of the lineup, Robert Parrish has been their -- low post option, and he's getting back that form of a couple of years ago with good moves to the hoop. And you can tell that the experience the last few years playing in that low post starting to take effect. Parrish can wheel and deal with the best of them right now. Used to be almost a total turnaround jump shooter. Now, if you get up on him, he reads the defense a lot better, particularly the man that's guarding him.
15 points now for the Chief on the night. He and Bird with 31 of the 61. Boston's lead is 4. Stansbury is back in the ball game. Didn't see much first half action. Williams got a step. Nice move.
Chief went out there and tried to steal that one and kind of missed it by a yard.
Indiana continues to just hang around here. Down 2, 61-59. Parrish out high this time. Lets the cutters go by. Ainge uses the screen. Bird there, won't get down. Loose ball, Tisdale's got it. Quickly, Stansbury.
4-on-2.
Nice play by Ainge. Got Bird ahead of the pack. Goes on Tisdale.
I tell you, Danny Ainge made a spectacular defensive play that time.
Sure did, didn't he?
Faked the man into the wrong pass.
Fleming from the corner. Fleming does not put it up all that much. He's got 6 points on the night. Burke got Anderson up and then waited for him to come back. DJ trying to whip it into Larry. Keeps it alive and a whistle and a foul. Celtics are going to take a timeout. The foul, I believe, is going to go on Anderson, Larry Bird, the one who was fouled. 6:28 to play here in the third quarter. Boston's lead still just a deuce, 63-61. We'll be right back.
When you're outnumbered, you got to do something dramatic. A 4-on-2. Danny Ainge does the perfect thing. Turns aggressive, foot fakes Stansbury into standstill and steps into the passing lane, and then converts this into a fast break basket for the Celtics by giving it to Bird.
Elaborate for a second there if you can, Tom. You use that term foot fake a lot. What do you...
Well, you turn aggressive, make the ball handler guess. Make him leery about where you're going to be instead of you control the ball handler controlling where he wants to go. You got to get him guessing.
So you make a few fakes with your feet as if you're going a certain way.
Fake him, fake this way, fake that way, and get him thinking.
Ainge in the corner. The side of the glass with that one. Fleming in the middle on the break. He's quick. Too hard with the layup. The follow doesn't go. Loose and Parrish has got it.
A hustle rebound by Robert Parrish that time. Celtics not able to really break out in front of this ball game to speak of, and I think it's primarily that defense.
Danny will take it. Got it.
And they need a couple of shots from the outside. That was part of their problem, too, in the first half.
Fleming backs off. Stepanovic. Williams the trailer. He's not shy. 14 for Herb Williams.
You know, a trailer offense, that break is made for the Pacers. Williams and Stepanovic both can pull up, fourth, fifth man up the court and still shoot it from 20 feet and score.
DJ looking for something to develop. Can't hit the jumper himself. Williams off quickly to Warwick. Back in the ball game. Had a big first half. Stepanovic, there's the one Tom's talking about. 10 points now for Stepanovic, and we're tied at 65.
You know, most of the defensive centers, they'll run back into the paint, and if Stepanovic pulls up, he's got a shot.
Robert Parrish now at 17. Stepanovic trying to post up Bird, top of your screen there. Nice move. Nice pass off to Anderson coming in along the baseline. 8 points for Ron Anderson. Bird, good spin, finds Ainge alone underneath. It's stripped by Stepanovic, and out comes Fleming. Indiana a chance to grab the lead here. On the break, Anderson's got two.
Oh, they got great speed to the wing. That Anderson, like Clark Kellogg, can get out there and move it up and down the court.
Fleming's pretty nifty in the middle of that break, too, isn't he?
Yeah. Better judgment this year, certainly, than last year.
Give it to the right people. Larry wants it. Rebound pulled down by Warwick. Pacers looking to run again. Ainge is going to be called on a reach in as Warwick got a step trying to take it coast to coast himself.
There's Danny Ainge trying to ward him off. And there from behind. And it's nothing but arm. And Danny Ainge, I think he's been hustling his tail off most of the season. I think he's maybe a little bit tired. It's affecting his shooting.
He's got the flu, too. He really does. It's no lame excuse. Danny's been suffering from it. Loose ball. Parrish has got it. Here comes Seasting, who just checked in. Bill Walton is over at the scorer's table. Celtics played well when Walton was in the game earlier. Bird somehow is fouled in the drive.
Well, Larry's just having a tough night getting the ball to go over the front of the rim.
7 of 22 shooting for Larry.
There's Bird. Williams can't guard Bird. He's got too many fakes. Nice step away from Stepanovic, but Bird knows he's going to take the blow, and normally he's able to take the hit and still get the ball over the front of the rim.
Larry looking for his 20th point of the night. Tied at 69. 3:16 now left to play here, third quarter. DJ over there on Fleming, who heads the other way. Stepanovic is trying to post Bird. They get it to him. Ward left open. Loose. And Jess Kersey has got a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Dennis Johnson over the back in that rebounding action. Here's Bill Walton back in the ball game, and Larry Bird is going to sit down. And now the Indiana Pacers are going to take a timeout for themselves. 3:02 left to play here in the third. Tied at 69.
Larry Bird can turn anybody into trouble. Herb Williams can't stay with him. There's Ainge underneath. And, boy, if he didn't get fouled on that one, I don't know who did. And the Pacers come up immediately and put the heat on the Celtics defense, fast break style. And here you're going to see Herb Williams getting caught on a pick, not used to getting out there playing that kind of defense, allows Parrish to steam in all by himself. No weak side help by the Pacer defense. Parrish for 2.
Bill Garnett has checked into the ball game. He played well. There's some scores from around the NBA. Golden State and Sacramento. A lot of folks showed up for that game. Well, if it's in Sacramento, they probably did. Stepanovic blocked by Parrish down low. Loose underneath. That one won't go, and the rebound to Walton. Good interior defense there by both Walton and Parrish.
That's a lot of high hands up there on the inside when Walton and Parrish are in there together.
Walton trying to keep it alive. It's going to be pace of ball.
That's the place to go.
And a little breakout there between Garnett and Walton. I don't think they want to scuffle. Doesn't look like they do.
No, Walton wants to play. He doesn't want to get bounced out of the ball game. And I think that was excellent judgment on Walton's part not to start flailing away. He wants to play. He doesn't want to sit on a bench.
Let's see the beginning here.
Yeah. Walton to the right of your screen comes away with the ball. Gets it knocked out of bounds. And Walton says something to him, pushes him. And Garnett says, hey, you can't do that to me. And he was right. You can't.
In it goes to Williams, reverse jam, and a powerful one.
I tell you, when that ball gets down into the corner, and your defender is on the top of the low post man like Parrish was that time, they just slip it along the baseline, and you are in the casket. I'm telling you, there's nothing you can do. You can't let the ball get into the corner. It's really the guard's fault that time that Williams scored, not Parrish's.
3-point lead now for the Pacers, 72-69 as we approach the 2-minute mark in the third. Wedman popping out. Scott wants it. Looked like he got hit hard, and he did. Bill Garnett picked up the foul. Scott just kind of sat there and looked at him. It was pretty... Garnett didn't waste that foul. It wasn't a tickle foul, as Al McGuire would call him. That was a serious foul. Scott will be at the line.
There are very few tickle fouls in the pros.
That's true. That's very true. Scott looking to get the Celtics back to 1.
They have not been shooting well. Bird has not had a real fire-hot shooting night. Parrish, it's been hot and cold here. Second half.
He's Garnett with Wedman on him this time. Walton coming to help out. Stepanovic, that's offensive, right? You bet it is. Wedman got run over. Scott looks up at Stepanovic now.
A couple more like that, he'll have to head back to Kansas City.
Yeah.
They're going to see Walton goes out and charges at Stepanovic because of the outside shot, but Wedman in perfect position. I'll tell you, that is taking him the hard way when a 7-footer hits you in the chest.
A major league charge Scott took there. All right, Celtics can grab the lead back if they can convert. Down 1 with 1.5 minutes to play here, third quarter. Seasting will fire.
A little outside firepower would not hurt at all right now.
Boston by 1. Williams wants the ball. Stepanovic. He's got a dozen. Pacers by 1. Parrish looking to post up. They find him. Now they clear a bit for the Chiefs. Takes the turnaround this time. 19 for Robert Parrish.
I'd go and go and go to Robert Parrish until Williams said uncle.
The Chiefs has really spread them out. 7 in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 6 here in the third. Again, the interior defense of Walton and Parrish shut off Williams, but then he picked up the loose ball. 19 points for Herb Williams, who's got 9 of those here in the third quarter.
One of these ugly games where you just don't hit those shots maybe that you'd like to, like that one right there on the rim, and the other team comes up and a little hustle. Not that the Celtics aren't playing hard, they're just a little bit out of sync.
All right, Warwick will direct the traffic. The Pacers want the final shot here, and they can just about get it. Just about a second or 2 seconds difference in the shot clocks. Warwick finds Stepanovic. He can hit that shot, and he does. 14 for Stepanovic. DJ stolen in half court and out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball with 1 tick left in the clock. Indiana's up 3. Walton to rebound. Inbound, that is. Found DJ. Got it! Three for Dennis Johnson, and we're tied at 78. All right, so much for the debate about the play of the game. We've played 3 quarters here in Hartford. It's tied. Welcome back to Hartford, everybody. Clint Richardson hit a quick bucket here to begin the 4th quarter, and the Celtics are down 2, 80-78. 12 of basketball left. Wedman can't even it up, and Richardson is there with Williams for the rebound. Brian Warren stays in the game with Stepanovic, Garnett, Williams, and Richardson. There is Stepanovic for 2 more.
Well, when he gets played by a smaller forward like Bird, he can hurt you down that low post, Stepanovic.
16 points all in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. Nice pass, good block by Williams. DJ's the open man. Got it.
That 3-point play that DJ was given at the end of the quarter should have been a 2. He was well over the 3-point line.
Degree of difficulty, though. That's what it was.
Probably.
Herb Williams can hit, and the Celtics can tie with 10:43 to go. Bird, that would be 2 if it goes. Rebound Walton, and they got Bill on a push. There you see, 3rd personal foul on Bill Walton. Tisdale is back in the lineup now for the Indiana Pacers. He'll be with Garnett and Stepanovic on the front line. He's trying to post up Bird there. They find him. Can't hit off the glass. That's the shot he made.
Boy, did
a lot of baskets with in college.
Did he put his back pockets into Bird's chest, I'll tell you. Wow, to get that sweet low post position.
Seaston will try. 6 points for Jerry Seaston, who just got planted in the backcourt by Brian Warwick, and Warwick picks up a foul off the ball.
Little things like that can turn a ball game. Great play by Seaston to pick up the offensive foul. He was there all the way. Warwick a little bit too anxious to get back to the inbounded ball.
It's a 12th turnover on the Indiana Pacers. Bird fakes the 3-point attempt. Good pass to Wedman. Scott uses the glass from straight out.
Bird is 7 for 24 in this ball game. Not having a typical Larry Bird night that he had like on the coast.
Now they've got a foul on Seaston.
Here's Seaston coming out. He tries to angle him off.
You say there are no tickle fouls in the pro.
Well, I didn't hear anybody laughing.
Seemed to come very quickly on the heels of the charge on the other end.
Yes. Well, George Irvine got up and said, "Are you kidding me?"
Bird knocked that one away from Tisdale. DJ just butts his way around Warwick. Seaston is open. Gets it off quick, doesn't he? 9:22 left to play. Boston by 4 now, 86-82, and Indiana will take a time. The Celtics have run off 8 straight.
Well, take a look at where Dennis Johnson's feet are right now, and has 1 foot inside the 3-point line. That's the 3-pointer they gave him at the end of the quarter. So,
helps the cause.
Helps the cause. Why not? Hey, you know how many times you don't get them.
That's right.
Take them when you got them.
Celtics 3 out of 3 shooting here in the fourth quarter, and Scott Wedman, I believe, is going to be whistled for that foul.
Wedman has really, in order to allow Wedman to play effectively with this ball club right now, he has to do a great job against some low post players. And on that Western trip and even tonight, they haven't been able to take advantage of him in the low post.
Herb Williams a thought outside. Now Clint Richardson will take it and nail it.
Oh, they set a pick on DJ that time.
Boston's lead just 2. Dennis wants it. Got it.
Now Richardson's cut him off, coming to the middle. Dennis felt it, spun. Nice shot.
9 second-half points for Dennis Johnson. And DJ the steal. It's coming our way. Dennis has got it. Off to Bird. Over to Wedman. 2. Scott got hit in the mouth and no fouls called by Bernie Fryer. I mean, he got nailed.
That's why they gave him a 3-point play at the end of the quarter, I'll tell you. He really got hit.
Walton, quick hands underneath with some help from Wedman. Boston on a break again. Seasting on the wings. Shovels it back to Bird. DJ can't hit. Tisdale for 2.
Just pinched that one in off the glass. You know, he's got a shot like Clyde Lovellette used to have in the Celtics and St. Louis Hawks. Catch it and shoot it practically at the same time. It's good position down there, Tisdale. He's going to burn you with that move.
Seasting and Warwick is going to be called with a foul. He jumped in on Jerry when he started his move. Here comes Stansbury and Fleming back into the game, which means Richardson and Warwick will head for the bench.
Number 10, Fleming, good. Number 43, Terrence Stansbury, Indiana.
Larry dumps it off to Wedman this time.
Oh, what a play that time. Made the whole defense react, had them in the palm of his hand, laid it off to Wedman. Beautiful.
19 points for Scotty, 19 for Parrish, 20 for Bird. Williams is fouled by Walton. He didn't recall or was mad at himself, one of the two.
I wonder if Bernie knows how to count to 3. Herb Williams was in there setting up a tent and a fire. And he didn't have any matches either. That's how long he was camped in there. Wow.
All right, Williams at the line for 2, and he nails the first. He has got 20 points on the night. That's where he'll stay, at least for a while. Came in averaging 19 a game. Boston's lead is 5, 6:51.
That's a triple-double for Larry Bird now.
He's had a few of them these past few weeks, hasn't he? Knocked out of bounds by Stansbury. Celtics will keep it with 7 seconds on the shot clock right now. 6:38 to play in the game. Here comes Anderson back in. Garnett goes out. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists we have heard for unofficially. At 22.
I tell you, I'm wondering why Stepanovic is out of the ballgame right now, and he was so effective for them.
Williams can't hit. Another rebound for Bird. A little too far. Just a little too far for Scott Wedman on the pass from Dennis Johnson. 7 turnovers on the Celtics in the ballgame. Fleming into Williams, slapped away by Wedman. You could hear that all the way over here on our table. All ball. Larry will try. You just get that feeling that George was going to be up and call a time, didn't you? 5 5:50 left to go in the game. The Celtics have opened up a 9-point lead, 96-87. We'll be back.
This is a fun play to watch. Watch Larry Bird. A great pick by Walton as Bird scrapes Garnett loose and drifts over into the teeth of the defense, and Wedman all alone as Tisdale bit for the penetration. A rookie mistake, and Bird saying, boy, this is far.
Celtics 9 of 13 shooting here in the fourth quarter, and they are on an 18-5 run right now.
And Stepanovic is back in the ball game for Tisdale, which is a pretty smart move by George Irvine.
Doesn't get the roll, but will be at the line. Tip-in will not count. Scotty Wedman picked up that foul. Robert Parrish is coming back in, and Scott is going to go out, I believe. Scott sits down with 19 points. He's had a very nice night. Nothing spectacular. Ray Melchiori is overlooking him. The inside of Scott's mouth where he got whacked on that call that there was no foul, they say on.
He's a vastly improved player from last year, Stepanovic. A lot more confidence in his game, and that inside move that he's starting to display. I think he'll have confidence in that by next season to even use it against centers.
The lead is 8. 5.5 to play in the game. Looping into Walt. Bill looking to rub him off, and does.
Well, Ron Anderson, you turned your head, and you don't do that on Bill Walton and Larry Bird because they put it right by your ear.
Stepanovic. Runner won't go, and Parrish is there.
Celtics ought to control the boards here in this final fight, 4:54.
14 rebounds for the Chief. He's going to fire and hit to go with 21 points. Fleming, that won't go. Walton is there. Scoops it off to DJ. Seasting and Bird are with him. It's a 3-on-3 break. Now the Pacers make it 3-on-5. The trailer is Walt. DJ will fire. Picked off by Williams. 4:20 to go in the game. Celtics by a dozen, their biggest margin of the night. It's a very close game. Better than 3 quarters, really. Warwick now with a season high 14.
Well, another minute of taking the real good shot as it presents itself. And then maybe the Celtics can start to eat up the clock.
Parrish. Nice play by Seasting.
Williams got lost in the traffic that time. Parrish knew right where the ball was. Nice pass by Seasting.
23 for the Chief. Anderson, no. The Celtics are taking a little more time here as they bring it up. 3:25 left to go in the ball game. They're up a dozen. Bird got open. 28.
Twice Anderson didn't have his head up.
Don't turn your back on that guy. 3:18 to play in the game. The Celtic lead is 14 right now, 104-90.
You know how far that pass was? I mean, that was a long pass for a guy not to know where the ball was. Look at how far out that pass is for a man not to even have a chance to glimpse where the ball is. That is very poor defense. A good defender will have his eyes on his man on the ball, and DJ just waiting for Anderson to turn his head. You know, they catch it because Bird rubs you off the picks on the pop-outs, and you try and cheat it a little bit, and that's just when Bird will nod to DJ his head and say, I'm going back door a little bit, and that's when you get burned. But Boy, that Anderson lost the ball for a long period of time.
Sure did. Don't forget, everybody, that exciting thoroughbred horse racing will come your way all year long here on Sports Channel. That's Racing from Suffolk Downs. 5 nights a week, see a complete recap of all the day's action. Immediately following tonight's telecast, that will be Racing from Suffolk Downs. And that will come up, of course, after Dave Douglas and the Fleet postgame show. Celtics on a 26-8 run here. 13 of 18 shooting here in the fourth quarter, 72%. Indiana just 5 of 12.
Well, their defense just broke down in the fourth quarter. I mean, totally. Williams got burned a few times, but the Celtics did go to the right man. Williams has trouble guarding Robert Parrish with that long jump shot, arm out, extended jump shot that Parrish has. And Williams has never learned to really defend against that. And then Anderson a couple of times just not knowing where the ball was.
All right, Stepanovic will give it to Fleming, and the Pacers will see if they can have miracles up their sleeves here in the final 3 minutes. Garnett is into the ball game with Warwick, Williams, and Stepanovic, and that'll count. Williams will be at the line.
Williams forced a switch situation so that DJ ended up with Williams, and Williams can spread out. Very few guards would be able to get around that spread out positioning that Williams laid on DJ.
Misses the free throw. Loose Walton's got it. DJ will just take his time here. 2:55 to go in the game. Walton looked back door, and Lowry hadn't gone through it.
Well, that's an old UCLA play. Give me the ball. Your man nearest, just backdoors his man.
Warwick down the lane. Won't go over the top of the rim, and Walton gets it out to DJ. Long bounce pass to Seasting. Parrish. Nice ball movement by the Celtics on that trip. 25 for the Chiefs.
And Williams once again got burned on the defense.
His 5th personal foul, penalty in the situation. Number 23, Wade Tisdale.
You're going to see the Parrish stuff. It goes way out to DJ, and watch Parrish sliding in there, and Williams got caught way out of position. Easy hoop for Parrish. Can't let people make their cuts into the lane as easily as Williams did that time.
Got 2 more.
Boy, he caught Clint Richardson looking too. That's pretty tough to do. Richardson's an old defensive pro.
Harris the rebound. Gets it out to Larry at half court. Kind of skip it through to Bird underneath. Blind passes it to Walton. Back to Larry. Under to Robert. 2! And there's the play of the game. No doubt about it. That's the play of the game. Fleming hits outside.
No man.
110-96. Boston by 14. And what a great little flurry that was down the other end.
They've got Clint Richardson guarding Larry Bird. They're hoping that Clint can get up a little tight on Larry Bird, but it'll no longer be meaningful as third kill comes in for Larry Bird.
And Larry Bird gets a standing O here in Hartford. And the 6th triple-double of his career.
And DJ goes out, replaced by Sam Vincent.
their bench, too, as Billy Martin, ex of Georgetown, is making his first appearance, and Stuart Gray, ex of UCLA, making his first. Harris looking around Gray, finds Vincent open. Kill the rebound. Seasting will try. 3. Yes, Jerry would like to bury the Indiana Pacers.
He may never be able to go back to Indiana after tonight.
Tisdale can't hit. Gray tried to keep it alive and touch the net.
Soft tip there. Stewart hit the 24-second clock. Wow. Call hard hit.
Yes, sir. Final 45 seconds of this one, and the Celtics have themselves a 17-point lead in what was a very tight game for 3 quarters. 82-78 in the 4th quarter. Indiana led. Gray the rebound. Inside it goes to Tisdale. Back out to Ward. He knocks it home. 16 now for Bryant. Grab by Fleming, penetrates. Top won't go from Kite. Sam keeps it alive. Knocked away by Wayman Tisdale with 3 seconds left on the clock, and the Celtics win their 43rd game of the year. They will go to 43-11. And much to their delight, going to be back at the Boston Garden later on this week. Here it comes. Pitcher picked off by Third-Kill. Sam for 3. Get in there. Final score here from the Hartford Civic Center. The Celtics 113 and the Indiana Pacers 98. We'll be back to wrap it up right after these words.